Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new game we've been playing, and this is Evil Bank Manager. So I saw this game on YouTube, played by Storme, and I absolutely love it. It's like really fun, and I was like, oh my god, I want to play this. So I reached out to the developer and I asked them if I could play this for you guys, and they said yes, and they gave me the keys, so thank you so much, and we're gonna get to do this. This is so good. Evil Bank Manager. We're gonna be very evil, we're gonna conquer the whole world. We can play as east as west, and depending on your choice you can get different benefits. First benefit is like a cost of maintaining branches in the country is lower because essentially you're a bank and you need to buy a license in different countries, and this is going to make it cheaper for like some specific country, like for example here for Min, here for Japan. But that's not really interesting because all of these countries are fairly big, and at the start of the game you just cannot afford a big license, so you don't want to be really building a branch in Min anytime soon anyway. So you wanna, but there are some other benefits like this. In regions with players branch, troop growth is 20% faster, or cost of development of departments 100% lower, or increased initial capital, or opening new countries is cheaper. At the end of the year you get 1% of cash. Now I'm gonna go with financier here because at the end of the year you get 1% cash is actually quite good. So let's pick that one. I'm gonna be playing on hard. Basic parameters of the region have a huge impact on both the profitability of your property. We're going to talk about that later. Now, first we gotta name our bank. We're going to be called SPS Gold Company. And first we gotta pick ourselves some region. You want to pick a country, not a region. So you want to pick a country that only has like one region, because it needs to be cheap. Otherwise, like if you have a country like this one, like Austria, in order to be able to have my banks there, because they have so many regions, I have to pay like 250,000, which I absolutely don't have. I only have 50. So how do you pick a country? Well, aside from having it one region, you want to be looking at this agriculture, production, and real estate. You want these numbers to be as high as possible. This is essentially like a level. So you can imagine that a country with maybe goes from 1 to 20 with 19 in real estate. That means it's like really popular, people want to live there, so it's a good idea to have a real estate there. If it's like 2, then like it's maybe like more rural, no one wants to live there, not cool. Same for agriculture. If it's 20, then that means like, you know, gives good harvest and stuff like that. So 2, then it's like not very good, they're bad weather and stuff like that. So you want to make sure that these numbers are as high as you can. Now this is actually fantastic. 18, 19, 19 is the highest essentially. Well, you can get 320s, but like you're not gonna get it. So we're gonna be definitely going here to Upper Bavaria, and we're gonna be taking Salzburg. It's actually a great place. Okay, so let's take this. We have bought the license, and now one of our first countries is Salzburg. Okay, now there are 4 main things that you like focus on the game. You have espionage, credits, guards, and investment. Espionage is it gives you influence, and influence is what you can use to get in a good relationship with the countries. Now currently Salzburg is neutral +3 towards us. You need to get this at least to respect to be able to start a war, which is kind of like a big thing in this game. Next thing is credits. Credits allows you to give out loans, which will get you money. Then you have guards, which are useful for if the loan defaults, then you can get like force the people to get the money back, you know, like you send somebody to kind of scare them off and stuff. Then you can have investments, and this is really cool because you can invest into the regions in your property, and that's why it was so important to have the high, like for example 19 in industry and production, because then it's going to be producing us a lot of stuff. Now there are 4 types of investments: farm, industry, luxury, and real estate. Real estate makes just money. Luxury makes some type of produce, for example skins, glass, paintings, furniture, stuff like that. Industry is coal, iron, and wood, and you can turn it into weapons in armory, and this is absolutely the main part of the game because you need a lot of weapons, because you're going to be fighting a lot of wars, because wars is the way you want to expand your countries and expand yourself. So weapons are absolutely the main part of the game. And then farms will produce grain and others, well, grain, and farms work a little bit differently. We're going to talk about it if you buy some farm, and there are a lot more features in the game which I'm not going to talk about right now because I don't want this to be like a million times talking. I just want to start. So first thing we got to do is we got to hire some managers so that our stuff can work. So I'm going to search for 3 people at once, and we want to make sure that they have these stats as high as possible. So something around above 5 I'm gonna take from the beginning. You can get up to 10, but each search costs me money and I cannot be I can like spend too much money. So I'm gonna take this guy 7 on investment. This guy is 6 on diplomacy espionage, really good. This guy not so much, so let's search again. Oh, this guy is 6 at loans and 6 at guards. That's pretty good. Now guards aren't so important at the start of the game. They will be more important later. So I think I might just take this guy with a 4. Nah. No, let's try to search for one more. This is a loan 7. Which... now let's search again. And again. Guards 5. I guess we'll take it. We don't want to spend too much money looking for it. So we'll start with investment. Lester Day is the man. This is gonna max investment in 1050. Now in the credits, this is actually important because this guy, he'll tell you what is the highest amount of loans that you can have. So 1200. So we can give out a loan for exactly this value. Sometimes you can have multiple loans, but you want to make sure that this value is very high but not too high compared to your money. Then we're going to look at espionage. We're going to take the diplomacy guy, makes a 60 influence per turn, and as for guards we'll take Shane Stevenson, make us 100 fear per turn. So now we can actually start looking at these things. Now because this is the first turn, we'll probably not have any options on investment or anything. Yeah, so we gotta wait for the next turn. So let's move. Our first turn happened. Now, our costs are currently very low, 375, but don't worry, it will ramp up, unfortunately. Now, we can do our first loan. Now, loan for 1,200 will get a 3% profit per turn. It's not very high, but it's something. And loan defaulting chance is 37.7%, which is a very high. Now, you don't really mind if your loans defaults too much, because you can exchange them from property that way, and that can be really cool. Now, we can buy farm. I don't really want to do that. At the start of the game, you really want to focus on weapons. You want to get some you either want to get wood or iron, so you need to get like iron mines and stuff like that. Now here we gotta increase our relationship with Salzburg, because we gotta make sure that we can get high enough to maybe be able to start a war and stuff like that. So let's move into the next turn. Increase this. Oh, now, okay, so we've gotten to respect, so we could actually start a war right now if we wanted to. We're not going to do it just yet because we don't have any weapons. In order to start a war, you need to have... well, you don't need to have weapons, but it's better, so we're not going to do it just yet. Now, these are kind of like the tasks that the game gives you, and if you fulfill them, you can get some money. So it's a good idea to kind of check them out, as the game wants you to do. They want us to issue 3 loan, which is fine. Now, our first loan defaulted. So we have some fear, 400, so... we can either get back the money, or we can say they're offering us a house. We can say, okay, I'll take the house. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the house. This is going to be our first real estate. And you can look at it right here. Oh yeah, okay, it takes 1 turn. So in the next turn, we'll get that real estate. Okay, we will get it here. And real estate gives you money. So I'm going to buy this house. And you can see that this house makes me 500 per turn, which is quite nice. Especially in the beginning, it can be nice to kind of get some extra money. But what we really need is okay, not enough influence, good. We really need some mines. That's kind of what I want. Until we get that, we cannot really start moving forward much. We cannot start wars or anything. So please give me my... okay, we can do another loan for 5% of profit. Yes. Still not enough influence. Still offering me grain farms. Give me some industry. But I can show you now that extra... okay, now because we only have 1 region, the money... it's not like a second frame. Instead, it kind of adds itself to the original house. So it's like you can see that this was 5,000, now this is 7,000 because it got increased from that house that we got by defaulting the loan. Now... what could we do now? Now, unfortunately, we can't really do much until we find at least 1 mine, which is really not great. So let's just move towards the next turn. Okay, according to rumors, the minimum acceptable value of banks will soon change. All banks that are cheaper than this level have to quit. Will have to quit the big game. Now, this is actually quite interesting because you have a certain value of your bank, and you gotta be really careful because the the lower level is going to kind of jump up, and if you're not moving up fast enough, then it can catch up to you. It's going to be game over. And you can see we're quite behind the other banks, and that always happens at the start, like you're at quite a disadvantage. Just, I mean, we're playing on hard, so of course we are. I mean, that's the way it's supposed to be. Now, okay, we can issue out another loan. That's perfect. Work out a little bit on influence. Can we get a mine? Yes! Perfect. Salzburg, Upper Bavaria. We can get a tree felling. So this is going to give us wood. Now wood is already something that you can exchange into weapons. So I'm going to be doing auto production. I don't want to do this manual. So I'm going to say with the highest priority, make me crossbows. And we have available work of 1,000 and we're producing some work per turn. So usually the work is not a problem. We almost always are like don't have enough wood or iron or coal, like don't have enough resources. You almost never just don't have enough work, but it is something to kind of look at. And you can see like in the industry, this is going to be making 666 wood. Such a funny number. I guess it works because we are evil bank managers, so we produce an evil amount of wood too. Good, okay. Now, next thing we're going to talk about is science. Now, we get some science points and we can turn them into some benefits, essentially like a typical skill tree. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to start with generating 100 influence per turn. And the next thing I want to be doing is each open region produces 150 gold per turn. So I'm going to be doing that. That will give me extra 150 per turn. Eventually, when we get more regions, it's going to be better. Move to next one. You can see we made quite a bit there. Now, okay, we had a defaulted loan. I'll take another house. I'm okay with that. Another loan. No. Investment. Cottage. No, we're okay. We already have 7,000. It's making us 700 per turn, which is quite nice. And you can see, yeah, we have already produced 172 crossbow because we have used up all the iron that we have. And here in the resource value, you can essentially see how much you have currently in weapons. We have 1,500 at the moment. And we have 14,000 invested in industry and 7,000 in real estate. And it would be really good if someone would attack me, because then we could get another region. Now we cannot quite do that. We cannot start a war yet because it's pretty expensive and we don't have the money for it right now. So we're gonna have to wait on that a little bit longer. No, this is a grain farm, don't want that. Again, let's issue another loan. Now, and you need to, in order to like maybe get like better loan options, you need to upgrade your headquarters. But in order to do that, I need 2 regions. I need to either get attacked or eventually start a war. Now we're gonna hope for the get attacked thing. It's very soon, like it's only like 9 turns. Do we want to buy this? I guess we could. Why not? We already have 6,000 on weapons. That's actually quite nice. 7.5 now. Issue all the loans we can. Investments. Ooh, another 10,000 wood. Now I could. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna sell all our real estate, get up to 14,000, and we're gonna buy this tree felling. Because now we're gonna be making 1,308 wood per turn. It's gonna give us so much in armor. Actually, this was like 1,500 per day in the crossbow, so it's gonna be like extra 1,500. So we're gonna be making like 3,000 per day in the weapons. Now, one thing that we do have to worry about at this point is we're losing money, like the money we have up here. We're actually gaining it from the weapons, but we're not quite have it here. So we want to be kind of careful about that and make sure that we do have a little bit in maybe like gold and stuff. So this is something we could actually do. Okay, let's find a war. Let me show you. We're going to look at a war between Russia and Kazimov. Kazimov is currently losing, and we're going to be helping him out. We're going to join the war on Kasimov's side, and we're going to sell weapons to him. Maybe, yeah, all of them, because we do need the money. And so we've sold all our weapons, and now Kasimov is going to decimate them, which we don't really care about because we don't have any money in Kasimov. It's not our country, so I don't really care. But The point is that we have been able to get they paid us, because essentially it's like we gave them money, we gave them the weapons, they paid for it obviously, and they're paying much more than if you're just selling weapons at the exchange or something. So it's a really good way to sell your weapons. Now normally you want to keep quite a bit of stock weapons for when you get attacked, but I'm usually very unlucky that no one attacks me for a while, and in this game that is unlucky. So I'm just going to take the risk and hope that it's going to be the case here as well. And we're going to buy this cottage, and this cottage is going to be making us 1,000%, which is good, because otherwise you would be struggling, you would be falling below the cost, and if you have less money than your cost, it's game over. So you want to be really, really careful about that. Congratulations, the country Cosimo with our support was able to smash the forces of the state Russia. Our investment in the territory of the winner have not lost their while. We didn't have any investment in them, but it's okay. Now we can get a little bit of a reward here. Improve relations in your country's level of respect. Good. Produce 500 iron. We don't have a single iron mine. You can see already get another 3,000 in the weapons. Now, leave you alone. Someone, please? Me? No. How much would it cost to start a war? Just out of curiosity. Oh, but I can only start a war with... Oh no, I can start a war with Bavaria, Austria. I guess I'll have to... Well, Venice or... I can't start Venice. Okay, with Bavaria, I guess. 12,000. Okay, you know what? At a turn 20, if we don't get us attacked, I will start some war. Because I want to show you guys how it works. And I want to get a little bit more of resources. Alternatively, yeah, because alternative option instead of starting a war is to like look at this. For example, where we were fighting with the Kazmavia or whatever it was called. I don't know, whatever it was called. We could have like bought a license in Kazmavia, but it costs 27,000, which you don't really have at the moment. So just gonna have to wait and really hope that we get attacked. Already up to 9,000. I'm just gonna be doing loans and influence here. And if I can buy an iron mine, I will of course do it. But otherwise, yeah, we're not gonna bother with this. I wanna make sure that I have the money. Okay, the minimum level is raising to 5,000. You can see it's going up. But now we are going up as well. We're at 59,000 now. We need a little bit more money. Now potentially we could. Now the problem is that if you do this with starting a war, you have to pay the money first. You have to pay the 12,000. You have to have it like liquid in cash. If you're like joining already started war, you can first, for example here, Nevers, Austria. Oh, Nevers is winning. I could potentially like, you know, buy the license in Nevers. If I had the money for, actually, sorry, what I was trying to say is that I could sell the weapons to Nevers and then with that money buy the license, but I cannot do it right now. Starting the war, I have to pay up the cash first, so I'd have to sell some real estate. Or I could sell the crossbows to somebody else. Not to my war, but to someone else's. That could work as well. Do we want to do it? Oh, yeah, go on. Do it. Why not? Okay, Moldavia, Hungary. Okay, Moldavia, let me help you out. Moldavia, see, this is the thing. If I had 27,000, I could just open a license there and then get a free country here because I would help them beat Hungary. But I cannot do it. So I'll just sell them some weapons. Like this much. Great. Now we're gonna go back to espionage and we're gonna start a war with Bavaria. Now I don't want to start with Austria because they're pretty big and I think they might attack me too much, so we'll just go with Bavaria. Let's look at which one of these countries is actually better on the map, which one has better info. Now Western Upper Bavaria has 17 on production and real estate, so that's better. Agriculture I don't really care that much for, so we'll attack the Western Upper Bavaria. So let's go back to capital, espionage, and start a war. Western Upper Bavaria will attack you. Oh yeah. Okay, they have 8,000. We have 5,700, so we can easily overrun that by maybe let's sell 4,000 in weapons. And now the next thing we can do is we can invest gold. And this is really cool because, unfortunately I only invest 1,572, but I'll do it. And this will give me some sort of property, I don't know which one, for a very cheap amount of money, because this is going to be making gold. Like the base price is higher than my purchase price, that's why it's a good idea to do that. And you can see we're going to decimate them because our army cost is higher than the Bavaria. It's mostly the money. If it's very close, then it's like some random event, but it's mostly the money. We already have Upper Bavaria, we're also going to have Western Upper Bavaria. We won't take the entire Bavaria to ourselves. Salzburg for the win. Okay, next move. Investments? No. Well, okay, go on. Why not? Now this tells you it's all red because like there's a war with our country, but it's the war that we just started for 2 more turns. And we're winning! We're on the left. Oh yeah. Can I issue a loan? No, let's just increase the influence. Now you do want to kind of, fairly soon in the game, you want to get to at least 2 countries. That seems like to be a good move to me, but oh yeah, and one thing to watch out for, if you are at a war, then all the industries that are in the region that's currently at war are disabled, so we're not getting any more weapons at this point. And so it's a good idea to have multiple regions, multiple countries, so that you can kind of diversify and help out. Now 2 more turns for the war. We're done the credits. If there are no more available property in the country, we have bought up everything we could, so we cannot buy any more investments. Credits, no loans. Okay, I'm gonna look at this because I want you to see. Where am I? I am blue. How this is all gonna change the blue. See, isn't that cool? Oh, it goes up to here. That is very cool. Salzburg, Upper Bavaria is now all mine. Cool, 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 cool. I'm gonna issue this loan. Then we're gonna look at investments. Oh, and we can, this is so, we can get an iron mine. I mean, come on, that's the best thing we can get. Now, we don't have the money, we need 10 more thousand. I can get 6,000 in the crossbows, which is not enough, so I'm gonna have to sell this. But I'll do it. I want that iron mine no matter what. It's another reason why it's good to have multiple regions, because if you have only one region, then all your real estate is kind of bumping into one big bump. I'd rather like sell half of it, you know, like half the houses, but you cannot do that, so it's fine. Okay, any loans we can issue? No, we already did that. Now, we currently have 2 regions, which means we can do an upgrade of our headquarters, and that's actually really cool, because if you upgrade our headquarters, you can upgrade all of these other things as well. Just gotta be careful about the money, so that we don't exceed our costs. Yeah, this I cannot afford. So we'll do this later. So let's just move to the next turn. We're getting some money. Now I can do this upgrade. And now that we have upgraded, we can actually have 2 people in each of these. So we want to do that. So let's search for maybe 3 more people. You gotta be really careful about the cost. Okay, 18 loans, 18 investments. 7 in guards is not bad, but I don't really want to upgrade the car. So let's first give up the investment guy here. In credits, I'm gonna go with this guy. Sorry, in loans. And in guards, yeah, these guys are not. We're gonna just substitute this guy for this guy, and we need someone for espionage. 7 and a 7, perfect. You go away, and you 2 go there. Perfect. Ooh, okay. We are out of money, so if we just ended the turn, that would be game over. So this is like, you gotta watch out for that. But we have plenty of money in weapons, so what we're gonna do... Oh, this is great, we got attacked! Oh my god, this is so good! Yes, please, thank you! Oh, Bavaria, Lower Bavaria, thank you so much. They got angry, they were like, you took the western of our Bavaria, I'm gonna show you who's the boss. Oh no, you're not. Oh, you should have not done that. But I'm so glad you did. Thank you, Bavaria. We're gonna join the war on Salzburg's side, obviously. And we're gonna sell them crossbow. Do I want to do all of them now? Let's send them like 6,000 worth of it. You're already gonna beat them. And then I'm gonna put some money into this. Just be careful. 5,000 we can just about afford. Oh, we get a house. Do I wish it wasn't mine? Yes, I do. But it is what it is. And we're gonna decimate them. We have 17,000 armor because they only have 9,300. And you can see that Switzerland was like, I'm gonna help you out, Salzburg. Don't worry. I'm your man. I can take care of you. We don't really need it. We don't care. Just by ourselves. Just the investment from us is enough to beat the entire Bavaria army. Oh, which one is it? The lower Bavaria. Oh, it's this one. Bavaria regular. They don't have the best stats though. Like this wise. The current regions we have actually much better, but I do love that we got attacked because why am I so excited we get attacked, right? I didn't really properly explain that, did I? Well, because I can get this region for free. I sold the weapons and I'm gonna get that region. I don't need to pay anything. I don't need to pay to start a war. I don't need to pay to open a license. Just because Salzburg got attacked and it's gonna win, I'm gonna get myself money. I cannot afford this, so I'll just go and afford this either. So we'll just go towards the next move. We're losing a little bit of money per turn. That's not quite ideal. So we'd like something. Oh, we would like this. So I need 7,000 for that. Which I can't get, can I? It's a little too much, is it? 8,872 it costs. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough. Unfortunately, it's just... So, yeah, so there's no point in trying. Let's look at the science in the meantime. Generates 500 work per turn. Reduce manager salaries by 8% and generate some fear per turn and work per turn. Oh, amount of investments in property will take this. Okay. We're gonna go to the next move. We're losing a little bit. Okay, but now we have 10,000 in crossbow. Oh, and we can buy this for 9,958. Which again is a little too much. No, stop it. Stop it, game. Stop it. No. I want to buy this, but I can't because it's like, even if I sell all the weapons, it's not gonna be enough. So, well, we do have to sell some weapons anyway, so that's fine. Let's just give more to our own. But what we could do, okay, let's do it this way. We could invest some more to this, say like 4,000, and hope that we get something like a house. Yes, good. Oh, it's all giving it up to the Western Upper Bavaria, which is kind of useless because it's not making me any right now, but it will be make me money as soon as we finish this war. 2 more turns. Any good investments? Nah, grain, don't care. Go away. Let's improve our relationship. Oh, we're now at friendships. Let's just move towards the next turn. How is this doing? 1 more turn. Okay, I'm not gonna send them any more money because this will be fine. I do, however, want to watch it. Wait, actually, we should have looked at investment. If we do... Oh, but this 11,197... I can afford it. I can do it. I can do it, guys. If I get attacked after, it's gonna be awful. Let's sell all of our weapons. And we'll buy this. Give it to me. Give me my real estate in Upper Bavaria. And we have just about... Oh, this is so good. And we can even do the loan. Can we? Yes, we can. Perfect. Now, I want to watch this. Let's watch us take over Bavaria. Yes! I mean, look at it. We're already so big. I mean, we started with like 1 region. This tiny one up here. And Salzburg is like getting out there. You know, like... We're starting to show Austria that we are a name in the game. Or whatever. I just like so much. Okay, let's increase our relationship. Keep making sure Salzburg loves us. Now let's look at our real estate. We're making 1,700 and see now it's divided between 2 different things, so we can actually sort it out. And let me actually show you the levels here. This is a good place. Now This is like 1,000 difference, so it's not much of a thousand different between the base price, but you can see that this is making 1,200, this is only making like 600. And that's all dependent on this level up here. So you can see how much of a difference it makes. There are ways to increase the level, but we're not going to be doing that anytime soon. Because we need to make sure that we first gonna have enough money and everything. Oh, interesting point. We do have iron, so we should be also, aside from the cross, actually we should put the priority on the halberds, because it's always better to have the iron weapons because they can sell for much more money. And then as a second, we're gonna work on the crossbows. Now we don't have enough regions for another upgrade. Now we need one more. Hopefully we can get attacked soon. Cannot quite do this loan unless I sell some weapons. Is it a good loan? Yeah, it is a good loan. Fine. I'll sell some. I'll do it. Let's sell weapons to the underdog, because why not? Go. It's not really gonna help them, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to us. We can now do the loan. Good, good, good. Investment. Yeah. Alright, so next move. Ooh, 10,000 is the minimum level, and we are now at 82,000. See, we're moving up. We're moving up in the world. This is really, we have 3 regions. Now, I would like to get another country, but for that, I'm gonna need 27,000, which I could get if I sold my entire real estate. Which, as you know, I'm not the biggest fan of, because it's a good idea to have some source of like per turn money, which can be either through real estate or luxury goods, or potentially farms, but I don't like them. Because if you have everything in weapons, it's good that you can like fight, so it's great if someone attacks you, but it's not so great otherwise. However, we could look at this. What if we wanted to start another war? Oh, we cannot start another war for 15 turns. Okay, so we are most definitely gonna need another country unless we get attacked. So, investment lines, what are you offering me? Yeah, but all of these are really bad, like at this level. So I don't think if we, doesn't seem to be a point. It's not going to be making much money. Just there isn't much of a point in doing it. So let's go to next move. Oh, we're up to 7,000. Very nice. We can do another loan. Investment. I'm gonna buy the house in Upper Bavaria just because it's 19 here, so I can add up to the rest of my stuff. You could get 11,000 in weapons. Potentially sell all the real estate. And get a license somewhere. Okay, so it's somebody in a war. Someone who is small. Denmark is probably not small. How about Savoy and Montferrat? Apologize for that. Now, ideally, you want to make sure, but where are we? Salzburg. Where am I? Yeah, here. Okay. Yeah, this is not great because ideally you want to make sure that the other countries have they're far enough from each other, because you don't want it to happen that they will be attacking each other. Because remember, you don't owe them. You can like tell them not to fight this guy. So let's look at what are other wars around. Poland, that's gonna be... How about Min and Yeongsu? That could be good. Okay, we could help Yeongsu if necessary. Who is fighting? Yeah, but Min... Yeah, they're both too big of a country, so I can't afford it. Fez and Seuss. Where are you guys? Oh, Fez. Seuss. Where's Seuss? Nah, neither of them are really small enough for me to... Portugal, no, Marrakesh. Unfortunately, it has 2 colonies, so it's too big for me. What else? Anything else useful? How about Champa Mekong? Champa Khmer? Maybe? Yeah, Champa Khmer. Ooh, Tampa. Tampa I could do. Tampa I can do. You know what? Okay, so this is gonna be in 3 turns. So we're gonna wait the 3 turns, and then during the last turn we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna try to just get the money. Yeah, let's just recover the money. We're only gonna do turns that are less than 3 loans that are less than 3 turns, so this is too long. Investments, we really shouldn't be doing anything, so we're not doing anything. So one more move. Okay, we got 11,000. Let's find the war. What was it? What was the war? Tampa Khmer. Go at it. Now, we want to be buying Tampa. So we want to, yeah, this is pretty good. 15 real estate is fine. And we want to help Tampa. We can do that. So we're gonna join the war by selling. If I sell all the weapons, can I get to 27,000? Yes, I can. I don't even need to sell them all. I sold like this. 28,000. Perfect. Now, we're already gonna decimate Khmer. That's good. So now I'm gonna click on Tampa and I'm gonna say, hey, I want to buy a license with you because I like you. And then in the next turn, you can watch it turn. Tampa will decimate Khmer and we'll get, yeah, Tampa will decimate Khmer and we'll get Mekong, which is nice. Before we do that, let's just increase our relationship with Tampa. Okay, now we can make them start a war if we wanted to. We already are at a war, but still. And let's watch it. Let's watch it. Next move. Yes, we turned them. Now Mekong belongs to me. I mean, don't you love it? Yes. Investment. Okay, what can we get? Iron mine. Yes, please. Wooden mine. Yes, please. Another iron mine. Yes, please. Okay, now you can only pick one. So this is where it gets interesting, right? Because this one is the biggest, but this one only has a level of 3, so this is probably not going to be producing me that much iron. This one is at 15, and this one is at 10, so this would be the best. It's the biggest and the highest level. The question is, can I get it? I need 15 more thousand for it. And I could sell this. This is not making that much money and get the leftover in weapons. I do want this. I mean, just look at the difference in these numbers. Why it's so important, the level. So we'll sell the cottage in Salzburg, West to Upper Bavaria. 14,000. Sell a little bit in weapons to whomever. You. Oh, give it to the wine guys. How much do we need? Like 3,000, I think. Could be enough. And we're gonna need a little more. 7 more 100. Okay, so let's go to some wars and sell you some more. Did we say like that? No, a little bit more. A little bit. Yeah, just about. Perfect. And now we have 2 countries, and also the most exciting thing, we can get 2 regions under influence. Yes. Upgrade the main level to building 2. Yeah, we can upgrade this to another level because we now have 5 regions. Oh, this is so good. But we're gonna do that in the next episode. Yes, in the next episode. I mean, oh my god, this is so good. Where is my beautiful Tampa? This now has 2. Now, it's a little unfortunate that's kind of like on the edge, but we're gonna be building up towards the inside. And Salzburg, oh, Salzburg, yes. Salzburg's gonna be the new Austria. Austria, bye-bye, I'm gonna destroy you. And instead, it's gonna be Salzburg all the way. Okay, well, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!